25 April 2025 April 2025 yeah April 2025 question number one, boy. Zeco Limited. All right. So then we shall read the question. So you're told there Zeco Limited is considering launching a new television set branded Mega to complement its existing product line. Currently, it makes Viva television set, which it intends to retain. The company has the following options. Option number one is to continue making product Viva. In this case, the number of customers would be expected to remain at what year, somebody? 6,000, yeah, per annum. Not shillings, 6,000 people, 6,000 customers per annum. Haiwezi kuwa number of people cannot be shillings. That's an error. The number of customers would be expected to remain at 6,000 per annum. Is that okay? Operational cost would stay at current level of 16,000 per television set per annum. The selling price per television set is 38,000. This profit margin is expected to continue. Option number two, Zeco Television Limited can acquire perfect information from its consultants at a cost of 50 million before launching Mega. The expected profits are as follows under the three states of nature which are given. Then we have option number three, ladies and gentlemen, where Zeco Television Limited can launch Mega Television without market survey. If this occurs, there is a 75% chance that there is a competition from rival firms. So 75% we shall have competition. What percentage we shall not have competition? 75% is with competition. 25% will be without, because the 2% must add up to 100%. So you guys would have gotten this question 100%, all of you. Company aims to achieve a target profit of 180 million per annum from this option. The management accountant estimates annual profits in this situation to be as follows. So I can see annual profits with competitors, which of course will be, yeah. Then we have without what here, somebody? Competitors, really. So required, using decision tree approach and need discounting, ignoring any time value of money, determine expected value, and recommend the optimal option to choose. So I believe that is something you can do, all of you, right? Thank you so much. Good evening. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Great. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this is something everybody should be able to do. Actually, Mwalimu doing this, I know some of you will say, Mwalimu, you're wasting time, isn't it? Ni uongo kwani? So do you want Mwalimu to do it? So remember, ladies and gentlemen, if it's a decision tree, let me see what the online guys are saying. Is there anybody who wants Mwalimu to do it? They're saying do it in capital letters, isn't it? Do it. Fine. Then we shall do it pretty fast. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that for decision trees, whenever in this case here you see a box, this is a box, this is a decision node, a decision node. Yeah. And then we have in this case here a circle, which is probabilistic, So this stands for states of what here, somebody? States of nature. States of nature node. The one that will house probabilistic events. The one that will house probabilistic events. The one that will house probabilistic events. Probabilistic events. So like in this very question, my very good students, in this very question, my very good students, we have three options here. And of course, in the options, we are the ones who will make a decision there. So we are the ones to make a decision there. So we are deciding between how many options? Three options. So we have in this case here what they are calling option what here, somebody? Option 1, option 2, and then lastly, what do we have there, somebody? Option 3. Option 3 like that. So remember we are doing April 2025, question number 1B, April 2025, question number 1B. So why am I having all these options coming from a box? It's because these options we are going to make a decision about which one to go for, isn't it? Which ones to go for? Do I go for option 1? So all of them are within my control, and that is why these options are not they aren't probabilistic. Just like the farmer. This farmer can decide on his 1 acre of land either to plant maize or beans. I'll decide this year I'm planting beans. And it becomes like that. I'm planting next year maize. It becomes like that. All right. How about possibility of there being rain or no rain as a farmer? Can I say let there be rain and rain is there? That's an act of God. Act of God which is probabilistic. And all acts of God shall always come from a circle because of the probabilities like that. But now you see this is not an act of God. These are alternatives that I'm going to pick one of them. So when I pick option 1, what is going to happen? When I pick option number 1, what is going to happen? I want to push this a little bit here. I hope I will succeed. Thank you. All right. When I pick option number 1, I'm told I shall continue making product Viva. In this case, the number of customers would be expected to remain how many? 6,000 per annum. Operational cost would stay at a current level of 16,000 per television set per annum. The selling price per television set is 38,000. And that profit margin is expected to remain the same. Continue. So basically, I'm going to get the total profit, which will be 38,000. Are you able to see the cost? The cost is 16,000. Huh? That is per customer. Times how many customers in a year? 6,000. Remember the examiner made a mistake. That is supposed to be what here, somebody? 6,000 customers. Yeah, so low thinking, high marks. Low thinking, high marks. No thinking. Is there somebody who has really put in lots of thought into this? It's like contribution, isn't it? Yeah, times the number of customers. Don't subtract any fixed cost because the 16,000 has everything inside it. Here, the 16,000 is an operational cost. So having variable cost and what here? Fixed cost, IV. We are overcoming. Today in Ndambuki, you displaced IV. I hope there shall be no fight in between. We shall overcome. All right. So then in shillings millions, what do we have here? 32,000? So 132 million, right? So I write only 132. Because my figures are in millions. Wanafunzi were online, are they able to see? Yeah, thank you so much. Then now we go to option number what here? Option number 2. We simply follow it through without thinking. At times thinking spoils the broth for us, spoils things for us. Don't overthink. So option 2, Seco Television Limited can acquire who? Affect information from consultants at a cost of 50 million. So remember option 2 is where we are going to get perfect information at a cost of how much here, somebody? 50 million, it's a cash outflow. I have to capture it in brackets. Seco Limited can acquire perfect information from consultants at a cost of 50 million before launching Mega. The expected profits are as follows. You can see there are 3 possibilities there, which are probabilistic. So it means that straight away before those activities, we have to put what here as a circle. A circle, because it's after circle that you can only accommodate probabilistic events. So the 3 probabilistic events, I don't have to name them. I'll just come and write the probabilities. So we have 0.6 and 0.3 and who? 0.1, isn't it? And then this examiner was quite gracious. He has given us the profits. So the profits, you can see there, it is 200. Then what here, somebody? 150, yes. 100, yeah. So I'm not going to take like selling price minus any cost. No. what I should do straight away, low thinking, maximum max, we multiply, isn't it? 200 times 0.6 plus 150 times 0.3 plus 100 times 0.1. So look at what I'm doing, my good students, to get expected monetary value for option 2. So for option 2, I can see 200 times 0.6 plus 150 times what here? 0.3 plus 100 times 0.1, like that. And then, of course, because, you know, this is money which I'll be balancing with some cost. Are you seeing this option has got a cost? Because I want the net, I'll come and say minus fee, 50. Let me see what these online ninjas are getting. These online ninjas today, they are really serious. They are telling me that the net is 100 what year? 25. Remember our figures are in millions, eh? In millions. So in this case here, thank you so much. I understand why 100 were putting a K there. Remember, they were 200,000 in thousands, but I want to make them in millions. So in this case here, when they do their abracadabra, they're giving me 100 what there, somebody? 125 is what I shall write inside there as the expected monetary value for option number 2. So was this really very hard? Low thinking, high marks, isn't it? Don't overthink. Because in management accounting, at times when you overthink, you will get a 0, and we don't want anybody to get a 0. All students shall overcome. We have to pass, all of us. So then we go to option number 3. So option number 3 is where most of us can really go down. But you see, even if you go down at option 3, and already 1 and 2, you have them correctly, you will get more than half of the marks. Option number 3, it's quite tough, but not difficult. It's doable. Option 3, if we are together, we are told Zeco Television Limited can launch Mega Television without any market survey, no 50 million going. If this occurs, there is a 75% chance that there is competition from rival firms. So if we go for option number 3, my friends, I have to use my rubber a little bit here. Move your eraser faster. Why? Yeah, great. I have to use my rubber a little bit here. This is the beautiful thing with my book. I like my book. A great thing. Why am I doing? Because I want to elongate this a bit. You should also be able to do the same. Option number 3. So option number 3, when I go for option number 3, straight away, I know there are 2 possibilities ahead of me. Which possibilities are these? Competition, no competition. And they are probabilistic, so I have to capture them from a circle. So in this case here, compare Rosafi, no compare. And the compare, wamesema ni 0.7. No compare is 0. What here, somebody? 0.25. The online ninjas somehow, are they able to follow? The online ninjas somehow, are they able to follow? Yes. Thank you so much. So if we go for option number 3, ladies and gentlemen, we expect 2 possibilities: compare, no compare. So then we are in the competition environment. When we are in the competition environment, what have they told us? The company aims to achieve a target profit of 180 million. Fair enough. From this option, the management accountant estimates annual profits in this situation. Those profits, I can see again, they are probably, and I can see what will follow, the profits that will follow me if I go with competition. There are 3 of them. The profits which will follow me if I go, ladies and gentlemen, in this competition, there are 3 of them. And again, they are probabilistic. Are you able to see those probabilities? 0. 0.3, 0.4, 0.3. And are you able to see the profits themselves? The profits themselves in millions, ladies and gentlemen, my friends. The profits themselves in millions, ladies and gentlemen, my friends. What do we have there? The first one is 220. The second one, 200. The third one, -80, isn't it? Thank you so much. So right away here, I can get what we call expected monetary value for with competition. I can easily get EMV, expected monetary value, just to finish because of the size of my board. With competition, with compare. Kama sasa mnaenda compete kwa kupata kikombe ya advanced MA. But a combi advanced may remember at any given time, we can't allow more than 1800 to survive maximum. That's intense competition. 1800. Is that fair or unfair? So would you want a situation where all students pass? Yeah. How about number of accountants in the market? Or we'll cross the bridge when we reach there. Let's be like millions, and then we cross the bridge when we reach there. I love that as well. I love that. So remember here, we are simply attaching probabilities to the numbers. It is what we call summation of the x values times what your probabilities. You sum. And then there is no cost to deduct. No cost to deduct. So how much are we able to get inside here? 120. Thank you, Damaris. 122. Thank you so much. 131. Mimi najua kwa nini. Ukuweka ka minus. Uliweka ka minus kweli ama uliweka plus? Kumbuka hii ni minus, hii ni loss. Ukuweka, hebu weka tuone pole pole. Sema 220 times 0.3 plus 200 times 0.4. And the next one is a minus 80 times 0.3. You'll be able to see my great lady here called Naomi. We shall get 122, if you're not lying. Is she getting 122? Yeah, you see. Great. Then now straight away we go to this no competition now. So no competition, ladies and gentlemen. Again, there are three possible profits. And with the three probabilities there, you can see 0.5, 0.3, and what here? 0.5, 0.3, and 0.2, isn't it? With what profits there in millions? 220, no. 200, 150, 100. So now you're able to do your abracadabra and give me the EMV without competition. So without competition, we have here the probability 200, or rather the payoff, times 0.5 plus 150 times 0.3 plus 100 times, which is giving me what figure? 165, like that. Thank you so much. Option number 3, I'm not done with you. Why? Because when I move backwards, remember we are using what we call rolling back technique. When I move backwards, I still see probabilities, isn't it? So come and give me this EMV that I'll call X. So EMV at X. So I'm seeing two numbers there. The first one is 122 times 0.75 plus because of OR, plus we have here 165 times 0.2. Fortunately, there is no cost attached. Correct? Are you able to see that? What are we able to get, ladies and gentlemen, here for X? 132.75. Thank you so much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now here you are. So remember, I want to balance this a little bit. Thank you so much. So remember now, you are inside here to make what here? Somebody decisions here. So this is you. This is you, like that. So in this case here, you are lifting up your hand towards, in this case here, 3 options, observing the monetaries, and then you pick the highest. So if I go for option 1, I will get 100. If I go for option 2, how much? If I go for option 3, I get how much? So which one is the highest I pulled back as a good fruit? 132.75. So the question, what is the question asking? This question was asking about the very best option. Use decision approach to get expected value and recommend the optimal option to choose. So the very best option is option number 3, and the expected monetary value is 132.75. That's what you do. I believe I've done justice to that question. And should you guys get some time later on to go through it using this video, you will be able to understand it even better. Is that okay? Can I go to Roman 2? Roman 2. Let me read the online ninjas. What are they saying? Online ninjas. Yeah, get. Thank you so much. I scroll, ni scroll wapi Birechi? Juu ama chini, we shall overcome Birechi. Or I make it smaller a little bit. Let me make it smaller. The very best hapa Birechi niweza ku understand even better if you got a good neighbor, anapiga screenshot yake vizuri, anakutumia. Anapiga screenshot yake vizuri, yake ndiyo anatuma. I think that will be much better. Yeah, I hope that is visible. So in an exam situation, this one you would have gotten all the marks. The silence is deepening. The silence is deepening. But at least more than half. Because it's logic, it's logic, it's logic. So Birechi, I'm waiting for you. Birechi, I'm waiting for you. Well swallowed. Thank you so much. Now let me ask you a question as I progress. Because now we are doing last minute questions, ladies and gentlemen. How many of us have been able to watch all the 22 videos? Not yet. How many have you watched? We still have lots of time. I love that. I love that. But are you on leave now? We still then have a lot of time. How about the online students? Is there somebody by any chance who has been able to watch all the 22 videos? Done. Like Londo Bura. Cyprian, 5 left. Great. Dorothy, 14 done. Almost done, eh? 5 left. Wow. Great. Great. Is there somebody like there is one gentleman who called me, akaniambia mwalimu, mimi sijaona hata moja. Hata moja. Lakini nilimwambia atapita, si ni kweli? So long as aanze kusoma kutoka lini? Leo asipostpone tena. Asipostpone tena. Milika, this time round umekuwa na kazi mingi, eh? Ya Maria aliniambia kesi yake ya oh no, few days left. No, you will still pass. You will still pass, Caroline. That's very good. 13 out of 20. You see, one thing that you guys not know, most of the content in those videos you've covered. So when you are watching, of course, and then you realize that this is a simple concept, what do you do? Fast forward, isn't it? Usiangalie zote the 22, now you stop doing them. No. Most of them, we have done them. We have done them. We have done them. We have done them. All right. So we are overcoming. Those of you who have watched all of them, of course, we are here to appreciate everybody and tell everybody that these things are doable. We can watch them. We can watch them. Na wala ambao mulikuwa na mimi last semester, mukashikwa kwa sababu ya njia nyingine ama nyingine namna hii, mnajua nilikuwa very, very precise with your exam last semester. Yeah, only that nilikwambia watch video kwa kataa. So what happened immediately after the exam? Wanakuta akaanza kusema ile swali ilikuja hii, ilikuwa question number 4 ya mock. Nikaanza kuona kwa group left. Where were they living? Where were they living? We don't want that to happen this semester. Tunataka kila mwanafunzi akuwe na furaha, Kila mwanafunzi akuwe na furaha. That is why niliwaekea kila kitu. Yeah, we shall overcome. Yeah. Very good. Next week, a time like this, victory will be ours. I love that. Amen. Yeah, that must be a pastor, right? Great. So someone ananiambia mwalimu usifanye Roman 2 atenda kwa November 20. Tunafanya swali yote. So probability of failing to break even 3 only. So for option 3 only, ladies and gentlemen, I can see the profits. Are you able to see them? I can see them vividly. I can see them vividly. Option number 3 only. So I can see this is positive, isn't it? So the probability of not breaking even is probability of making a loss. So probability no break even, yeah, is probability of making a loss, which is probability of a profit being equal to negative what here, somebody? Negative 80. It's only one event. One event. And you can see negative 8, ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 joint probabilities, eh? So basically give us what we call joint. Do you know what is a joint probability? It's a join. You join the probabilities on the same line. Join them through multiplication. So there are 2 probabilities here. It is this one here. Only 2. So we have here 0.75 times who? Times 0.3, yes. Because for you to get that profit of 80, you can see the rule you're using, eh? First of all, competition, probability 0.75, and then the negative 80.3, which gives us what figure? 0.225. Thank you so much. That one I'm so sure you would have gotten right. All the others are even above break even. They're above break even. And then Roman 3, probability that the company will at least achieve the target profit for option 3 again. What was the target profit? 180 million given up there, isn't it? But now we don't read the millions. We're only reading 180. And again, this is for option number 3. So you look for that profit which is exceeding or exactly equal to 180 because of the word at least. So which ones are able to meet this concept of at least? Hii ya kwanza ina meet kweli? Yes, ina meet. Because you see its probability of achieving the target profit of at least 180. So it is 180 or more. 180 or more. Hii bado ina meet hii, unaona hiyo? Hii hapana, hii ina meet. Hii hapana, hii hapana, isn't it? So there are basically only 3 events. There are only 3 events. There are only 3 events or profits meeting that criteria. Umeniambia ya kwanza uye ni 220. Ya kwanza umeniambia ni 220, ya pili 200 na ya tatu 200 again, isn't it? So basically, I want you to come and give me their joint probabilities. I want you to come and give me their joint probabilities. Are you able to get their joint probabilities yourselves? Yes. Like for example, 220, the joint probability of 220, the safari is like this. It is 0.75 times 0.3. The first one here, 0.75 times 0.3. Which will end up giving us what figure? Umepotea. You see kitu kupotea sababu hii ni rahisi sana, by the way, rahisi. Well, so long as you unafuata. So nini profit at 220? I expand kidogo, eh? Yeah. So you see this 220. So then you follow it through, picking all the profit, all the probabilities are on the line. So we have 0.75 and what here somebody 0.3. The next one is this 200, which will be 0.75 times 0.4. So we have 0.75 times 0.4. And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we have this other 200 here. Yeah, which is no competition now, which is 0.25 and what here somebody? 0.5, isn't it? 0.25 and a 0.5. So give me these figures. 0.225, 0.3, 0.2. And then now you give me the total joint probability. 0.6, 5. And all of you, of course, would have gotten this correctly. All of them would have gotten this correctly. I can see so many guys have their questions that they would want me to do. And I will be able to do them, all of them. Yeah. I will be able to do all these questions, yes. Yeah. So then we have this simulation, the November 2018 question number what year? 3. November 2018. November 2018 question number 3. November 2018 question number 3. November 2. You can now share browser. November 2018 question number 3C. You have it in your past papers, and in the event that you don't have it, then Mwalimu will be able to tackle it very fast. So the online students, are they able to see my question? The online students, are they able to see my question that I've shared on my screen? Thank you so much. Are there students in this case here who, for some reasons, don't have access to the learning management videos, learning management, LMS. Any students in this case here who do not have access to the LMS videos, what we are calling the last mile, do we have them? Yeah, so two possibilities. If you're a student at RCM, then I'll be able to sort you straight away. If you haven't yet joined us, yeah, please, you need to join us by making a small payment. Yeah, you reach out to this number. You'll be sorted out. So you can enjoy this session. May? Oh, Mambo Limited should be May. Yeah. I'm told that Mwalimu, this one is fake. It is supposed to be what here, somebody? May 2018. So do you want us to do May or November? Which one do you want us to do? We do this one, We do the same, All right. So Mambo Leo Limited buys and sells a single product branded who? Z. The demand and the lead time of the product are uncertain. All right. The following probability distribution has been provided. So they've given us this probability distribution, ladies and gentlemen, and then they want us to do something very easy. What do they want us to? So we have demand and lead time, isn't it? So before we start any simulations, it will be very, very important for us to come up with number one, cumulative probabilities. And then you give us random number ranges here. Those ones I know you can do for me very easily. Sinikweli. So for the probabilistic variables, I expect you to come here and give us the cumulative probabilities. So give us the cumulative probabilities. So what do we have there, my friends? So cumulative probabilities, my friends, what we have there, we have 0.02. This is 0.08. You are adding 0.10 because we must be consistent with decimal places. If you miss out on the consistency with decimal places, then you will get entirely a zero. So this gives me 0.21, 0.37. Oi, they're not giving me figures, imagine. Oi. Let's do November above. They have separated the random numbers. November is where we really needed clarification. Oh, this one you are comfortable, right? This one here, they are comfortable. So then we go for the November. What is the name of the November one? Vitabu, So November is where they wanted a clarification. We shall always do what they want. You aren't saying yeah that time. You aren't saying yeah. No, you aren't Vitabu. So November 2018, question number 3B. Now you can see now she wants me to do both. Why should we do both? One should be enough, really. One should be enough because they are replica. We do all. You can now see now they want us. I mean, we have also other questions, isn't it? You don't want us to widen our scope. You don't want us to widen our scope for purpose of passing our exam. We must widen our scope for purposes of passing our exam. Naomi is saying we finished the May one. November, right? Great. Ati unasemaje? Ati mnasemaje? November kwanza, right? Yeah. So November kwanza. Yes. Now here we are. So now we are doing the November question, which is really easy peasy. Easy. So November when? 2018 question 3B, like that. All right. So Vitabu Limited stocks books for sale. The company is concerned about a high inventory cost and is therefore considering reviewing its current inventory management. All right. So additional information, what have they given us there? Daily demand is probabilistic and it follows the following what year distribution. Are you able to see that distribution? Yeah, so it's idea kwanza inaona yangu ni kama si complete. Follows this distribution. So you can see the demand given very easy. The demand is 10. You guys are very young. How comes you're able to see these letters? 14, 18? You must be very lucky. And then now we have probably. Lakini sasa uzuri ni kwamba ujana ni moshi. Inaisha haraka. Inaisha haraka. Ebu enjoy maximum. Ujana ni moshi. 0.22, 0.30, 0.40, 0.48, 0.08. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, once you give me this is the first probabilistic variable that I'm able to see. So then straight away, we ascertain cumulative what here? Probabilities. Cumulative probabilities, thank you. 0.22, 52, 92, 1, not 1, but 1.00, because we must always be consistent with decimal places. Now, after that, we shall be able to give them the ranges, isn't it? And this will be how many digits? 2, because there are 2 decimal places. So we have here 00 to what here, somebody? Uongo. The entire range will be 00 all the way to 99 because of the, yeah. So then we start with the first class, 00 to the upper limit, which will be 22 minus 1. 22 minus 1 gives me 21. Now from there, we go to the next class. Next class, which is what here, somebody? 22 to, yeah, the next class begins from the next number after 21. So 22 to 51, 52 to 91, 99 like that, isn't it? So at least that one, we already have it very nicely captured down there. Nice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, after that, what do we need to do? What we need to do very fast, my good students, is to come here and look for the other probabilistic variable known as who? Lead time. Are you able to see the proposed lead times? What do we have there? 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope the probabilities are easy. So 0.1, 0.3, 0.2, 0.4. So remember, these are 1 decimal place. So you have to be very careful. But first, we give them cumulative probabilities. Cumulative, which will be 0.1, 0.4, 0.6, and then we have 1.0, isn't it? 1.0 like that, and we shall be able to take our 10 minutes break for the Maghrib prayers, isn't it? Maghrib prayers. After all, hii semester mzima ni mwanafunzi mmoja tu amenipatia zawadi. You know, in those old days, we used to have very good students. But I also think in times zimechange. Wangepika chapati, wananiletea. Si ni kweli? Siku hizi hata mmoja hakuna. International is but you can't, in this case here, blame them because fuel increase. Vitu vimechange, si kama kitambo. Ui, stop recording. Pause recording. Great. So then, ladies and gentlemen, where are we? Yeah, after BDA, karibu sana. So now, we already have the cumulative probabilities, but now remember that our random numbers will be single digits because of the single decimal place. So random numbers will run all the way from 0 to 9. So we have our ranges here. So our random number ranges, so we have the first one will be 0 to 0 or just 0. Yeah, next class after 0 will start from 1 all the way to 3. I have 4 to 5, 6 to 9. Sini sawa hivyo. Now, my great students, after doing that, we shall be able to put down what here the simulation worksheet. Sini kweli? After that, now we shall be able to go and put down the simulation worksheet. So simulation worksheet, for inventory management, you have to cram these column titles. So the first column should be what here, somebody? Opening, no? day number or number of days, isn't it? So day number, Then we have opening stock. Then we have receipts, isn't it? Receipts. Let me see whether, ladies and gentlemen, our online students are able to remember those column titles. Yeah, then we have in this case here, runs. Nope, not runs, but random number. Random number, demand. Yes, quantity sold. Closing stock. Shortage. Umeshakram yote mnasoma notes. I'm so here. So after shortage, what do we have there, ladies and gentlemen? Place an order in capital letters. Because you're asking a question, isn't it? Place an order. Yeah, question mark. And if you're going to place an order, then we have random number versus what here, somebody? Later. So all of you, of course, are very, very good with this. That's why you are seeing even the online students were able to get this very well. They were able to get this very well. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, have they given us the quantity you're starting with? Note number what? Note 6, eh? The policy of the company is to order 55 books whenever the stocks fall below 15 books. So the policy of the company is to order 55 books when the stocks fall below. No. Note 6, the opening event on the first day is what year? So day number 1, opening you're saying is 55. Are we expected to receive anything? How do you receive and you're not made an order? Not unless you're a thief. So no receipts, isn't it? But every day we shall have a demand. So remember, we have our random numbers given down there. Are you able to see them in note 7? Please read for me the first 5. 95, 94, 956. So it is 94, 56, 24. Tuachie hapo. Mwalimu, hiyo zimetosha mwalimu, si ni kweli? Zimetosha mwalimu. So remember demand. Demand has got how many decimal places? 2. You can see demand had 2 here because of the ranges, isn't it? So demand has got 2. So then we shall pick the first 2 random numbers in that list given. Pick 2, same time. So you come and say 94 here, which will translate to what demand, my good students? 94. So you can see 94 in terms of demand. 94 is here, in between here. Si ni kweli? So demand ya ngapi? Ya 22. Demand ya 22, sorry. Mbona mlikuwa mnashindwa na hii swali? Wamechanganya. Na mbona mimi nimejua haraka? Ama tunaendelea? Kuna mali sitajua, kuna mali nitashindwa. Sawa. Mimi siogopi kushindwa because number 1, I never chase for perfectionism in my lifetime. Nikiwa perfect, nataka nikuwe perfect 60%. 60%. Aya, asanteni sana. So then day number 1, let me see what the online guys are saying. Naona wanacheka sana hata hawa. Wanacheka sana hapa. Kwa lead time na random numbers. Reorder. Okay. Moja tuone. Kwa lead time. Moja tuone. So day number 1, ladies and gentlemen, let's sell. We can see how many units we have available for sale. 55, isn't it? And then we sell how many? Because we are comparing this with the demand, isn't it? So the lower. So we sell 22. So we close with how many? 33. Do we have any shortages? No shortage because we still have closing stocks, isn't it? No shortage whatsoever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to place an order? Remember, we only place an order when our stocks fall below 15. So we are still way up there. We are still at 33. Umeona hiyo? We are still at 33. So hakuna kuchanganyikiwa hapo. So we are not placing an order whatsoever. No order is placed. So meaning dash. Unaweka ruler. ipite hapo. Very good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, from there we go to day number what here? Day 2. So day 2, are you able to see the opening stock, closing stock of yesterday? 30 what here? 33. Are we going to receive anything on day 2? No. Orders were placed. So receipts, 0. So please always demand that we must have a random number. So random number, umeona hapa inafuata ni gani somebody? 56. 56. So 56 will translate to what here somebody? 18. 18 Kwa demand. Siko hapa katikati 56 hapa katikati. Sitakuwa 18. Let me see what my online students are saying. 18. 18. Thank you so much. So kuja hapa weka 18. So then the quantity available for sale is 33, right? And in this case, the demand is 18. Whichever is lower is what you effectively sell. So we sell how many? We sell 18. Is that okay? So then what is our closing stock? Our closing stock is 15. Are you sure? Our closing stock is 15. Closing stock is 15. All right. So then automatically, ladies and gentlemen, are we going to disappoint anybody? Are we going to disappoint anybody? No, because we still have closing stock, isn't it? So in this case here, shortage is 0. And are we going to place an order here? Are we going to place an order here? Pata potea. Are we going to place an order? What is your understanding of below 15? Ni 14 kwenda chini, isn't it? So we are not yet there. Unajua kuna kitu at most, at least. You amesema very clearly it's below what ya somebody. You are the English people. You are the English people. Let's read that one. Let's read this one. Let's read this one. So amesema pale vizuri sana kwamba the policy of the company is to order 55 books whenever stock falls below what? 15. That is another language of telling you that the reorder level is exactly 14. Reorder level is exactly 14. 15. You will come interpret namna gani? I can see Oroni Ruth raising up their hand. Would you want me to unmute you? Would you want me to unmute you, Ruth, kidogo to 1 minute? Participants ndi hawa hapa. Huyo ameweka mkono juu. Rename, ngoja kidogo. Ui. Kwani haina hiyo kitu? I can't make you a host. Yes, now I can hear you.
A quick question, sir. Hello. Hi. Can you hear me?
Like Ruth ongea sasa.
Oh, I wanted to ask. I've seen you've picked the random number 56 for demand. I thought you told me we alternate because we don't have the random numbers for lead time.
No. I can't pick any random number or reserve any random number for lead time, and yet I'm not placing an order. We only go for lead time, random numbers when you place an order. Otherwise, you shall continue picking the one over demand without skipping any. When we reach in this case here to placement of an order, that is when we execute the random numbers for ordering.
So when we have the reorder is when we skip. We alternate.
Yes.
You start alternating.
Yes, you start. Not that you start. Okay, just give me a few minutes. You'll be able to see. I'll be able to handle it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Great. Now we continue here, ladies and gentlemen. So when they say that we have an order level below 15, they are telling us that the order level is exactly what? 14. 14. So in this case here, please, usilie. Here we are not placing any order. We are not placing any order because we have not yet hit our reorder level, which is 14. We go to day number 3. So then day number 3, are you able to see the opening stock? How many units? 15. Receipts, are we receiving anything? No. Random number? Because demand must always have a random number, isn't it? So I'm not going to still even think about what year, lead time, reserving anything for lead time, no. So I'll still speak 24. So then I have there 24, which translates to what demand, my good students, 24? 14. 14. So then how many will I be able to sell? I'm comparing, ladies and gentlemen, the opening of 15 and the demand of 14. So I sell 14. And then the closing stock will be what here? Somebody will be 1. Shortage? Uongo. Bado kuna kamoja kamwe. No shortage. No stock out. Do we place an order? Yeah, we are placing an order now here. So when I'm placing an order, so I'll write here yes. I will write yes there. Then now we pick the random number for lead time, which is only 1 digit. Which will be what here, somebody? Are you able to see 0? William alone. 0. Eh? Which criteria am I using? 14, eh? First of all, are we in agreement that the order level here below 15 is 14? When we hit 14, then automatically we shall be able to place what here? An order. So then we have gone to day number 3. I'm the stock manager. So stock manager, day number 3, how many stocks do we have at the beginning? 15. No, 15 in the store, day number 3. So you see, now this we start selling. We sell the first unit, we hit 40. When we hit 14 in day number 3, what do? We place an order. And that is it. So I'm going to place an order here because it is in this day number 3 when 14 was struck. We struck 14 at day number 3, not day number 2. And then, of course, if you have said you are making an order, what will be the next immediate thing to be done? I don't know what the lead time will be. So in that case here, I have to do what here? If I don't know what the lead time will be, I have to do what we call smart guessing. We do smart guessing by picking what here? A random number, right? So which random number should I pick? Would you want us to start in this case here from the beginning again, counting? We continue. No, not smart guess. Hata everyone explain. That is the worst mistake you can ever do. Hata mwenyewe ukiona, si yangu ni logical. Because hii kitu iko pale, hawezi anza kuzigawa. Because lead time, numbers za lead time ni chache sana. No, utapata lead time kwa table mzima, utatumia lead time kama namba 2 peke yake, but demand you want a whole list. If you start doing the way you guys are telling me to do it, then it is like we're going to have a half for lead time and a half for demand. It will not make sense. And you see, at the end of the day, not unless in this case here push comes to shove, we are never required to come and start again afresh, picking numbers afresh. No. So you shall continue, ladies and gentlemen. For example, like the first one, we have here demand. Demand, we need to be picking demand always. But for lead time, we can only pick random number for lead time if we are placing an order. When we are placing an order. If you're not placing an order, nothing. Yeah. So it's not even about smart guessing. It is logic. It's logic. So in this case here, random number 0 gives me what lead time? Somebody here? 2 like that. So yes, please. Yes. A very good student is asking me, Mwalimu, suppose, for example, there was a placement of an order on day number 1. Interesting. 94, 95. No. It's 94 what? Sorry. 94, 56, right? No, I should rub this for me to have organized work. So 94, 56, 24, right? So suppose, Mwalimu, I was to have a placement of an order on the very first day. How would have I chosen my random numbers? The first 94, of course, there's no debate about it. That would have gone to where? Demand, isn't it? And then, of course, if you're placing an order here, then I need a random number for lead. So the lead time in this case here would have been what here? Somebody? 5. It would have been 5 like that. Please ask other questions. Ask other questions. Let me see whether online guys have questions there. What if the lead time was 11 days? No worries. If, for example, you get like 11 days here, KO, what do? You'll take 11 plus what here, somebody? To know the exact time you'll be receiving your orders. Yeah. So Quinta, pardon, I don't know where they want me to. I believe this question, if I continue doing it, everybody will be good with it. Everybody shall be good with it. Everybody shall be good with it. Otherwise, I'll continue repeating myself here over things that will become easy as we continue. All right. All right. Great. So then, ladies and gentlemen, because now you can see KO is asking, what if lead time is 11? You see now that one is stretching our mind so far. And you want little thinking, maximum marks. You don't want to overthink. That's what we call we shall overcome, isn't it? Yeah. So remember, we are going to receive these. I should have written many. Wamesema tufanye how many runs? Are they 10? 10. Now, so we have placed an order and you have told me that I'm going to receive this thing after how many days? 2 days, lead time days. So then I'm going to receive the receiving day. It will be what plus what here, somebody? 3 plus 2. So I'm going to receive this on the 5th day. So put alama hapo. 5th day. Is it that difficult really, Naomi? Pako na sigh, sighing, isn't it? We shall overcome. We shall overcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, opening stock. Opening stock is 1, isn't it? Are we going to receive anything? No. We're not receiving anything here because the date of receiving this good has been asterisized here. There's some asterisk 5 there. So please give me the next. Great. So the next random number, wacha tuone kama watapata. Wacha tuone kama random number watapata. Kumbe mshashika eh? Mshashika ni 64. Wacha naona wanafunzi online wanasema namna gani. Next random number tuone. You see they are getting, isn't it? They are getting. Enyewe kusema ukweli, it is good you insisted we do this question. Mungelamba chini. Hii mungelamba 0. Hii mungelamba chini sana. 64. So 64 will give me what demand? Let me now be very serious because I can see you had serious issues here. 64 will give me demand of 18. 18 here. So how many do we sell? Only 1 because that's what is available, isn't it? And then we first of all, give me the closing stock. 0. So whenever closing stock is 0, there will be disappointments. Because some customers will come thinking that if we need it, you've got it. Then we send them away. So what will be the shortage? 17. 17 people will be sent away. Because the demand was 18, isn't it? Are we placing an order? No. Because we only place an order when our reorder level is exactly 14. You see now here, we began at 1, right? And then the closing is, are you seeing 14 in between? You see like now where we have placed an order here, we placed an order here. It was 15. And then closing was what here, somebody? At one point, you can see, ladies and gentlemen, our stock ran through 14 mark. It was 15 all the way to 1. When you're placing an order, you have to be bright. You don't place an order anyhow. Here, remember, there is an order we had placed earlier on. What we can do is to call this supplier, tumwambie akiwoye. Hatuna stocks. Tuharakishie. Yeah. So are we placing an order? No. Come to day number 5. Day number 5, I'm so happy because first of all, the opening stock is who? 0. But we are fortunate because we can see we have a star. Star means we're going to receive. And what is the reorder quantity? 55. Our reorder quantity is 55. And you know, this examiner was very lenient. Nowadays, your examiner will not give you ordering quantity. They will want you to calculate. And what we shall do is to complicate this ordering quantity in a way that your EOQ will be wrong. When your EOQ is wrong, most likely this entire question will be wrong. Yeah. That's how we scare you. But you see, a student who believes in Low thinking many marks, what will they do? They'll have this structure and all the marks for demand will be, you can miss every other thing, but demand will be correct. Will be correct, yes. Most of them will be correct, yeah. And you see they'll come and say, any 10 ticks at 111. And you will see, like, especially when they're putting the demand random number separately, that is now when it is easier for us. So you pick all those random numbers of demand separate, and then you copy this down. Yeah, you get 10, 6 marks out of at 1, you get 6 out of 10. Then you say that you are very good in management accounting. Yeah. So random number, if you guys are following, 23. Random number is 23 for demand. Then how many do we, or rather, what is the demand? 14. How many do we sell here? We are lucky because the quantity available for sale, 55. So we shall be able to sell 14. Closing will be 55 minus 14. 31. 41. Any shortage? Do we place an order? Very good. Thank you so much. So no placement of an order. A good student is asking. And how I wish I was the examiner this semester. If I were to be an examiner this semester, I will tell you that Vitabu, they are selling, in this case here, a very special kind of what here? A product. If this product is very, very special, it means that if a customer comes and misses it, they can't go to buy them elsewhere. They still have to come back. They have to come back. So they shall give you a question on back orders. So if we had back orders, these guys, 17 guys here, would have also been given these books on day number 4. So our total demand would have been 17 plus what here, somebody? 14 years. Whenever you're told that they are back orders. But that's very rare. I've taught that this concept for many, many years. I've never seen a question of back orders. I've taught for more than 20-something years. So what is the probability they may bring it this time around? You think so? Talk of minimal probability, but not zero. Minimal probability, not zero. So I saw somewhere I lost my internet. KO is raising their hand. So I have to go here. So this guy who was raising their hand, are they able to talk? Nobody's talking. Now, are you able to hear Mwalimu? Are they able to hear Mwalimu? Yes, a very good question there. What about shortage costs? Costing we normally do at the very end of the table. Costing shall not do costing now. That should never scare you. Costing shall do costing at the end. So then now we are okay, all of us, up to here. There are no back orders. Hii ni kama mwenye anauza omena. Customer akija kama unauza omena, akimisa omena kwako, ataenda rudi kesho yake kununua tena kwako. Anaenda kwa mwingi because you're not selling anything that is special. You're not selling anything that is special. So we go to day number 6. What is the opening stock? Oh yeah, 41. Are we receiving anything here? Nothing. Do we have random number for demand? Ngapi? 24. 94. So 94 will translate to what, ladies and gentlemen? 22, eh? Thanks, Kiprop. Thanks, Rina. 22. How many do we sell? 41 versus 22, the lower. 22. And do we have any closing stock? Ngapi, somebody? 19, eh? Do we disappoint anybody with shortages? No. Do we place an order? We haven't hit mark number 14. No. No order. No order. No order. So then if I leave this question hanging, is it a question you can finish on your own? Or do you want me to go with it up to the very end? Mnaweza malizia, eh? Wacha nione wanafunzi wanaona wanasemaje. Wanafunzi wanaona wanasemaje. Florentina leo umenipiga kiboko. Wanasema tumalize. Hawa nisipomaliza nitakosana na hawa. Wacha tumalize tu. After all tumebaki chache sana, eh? Tumebaki chache sana. Tusikosana wanafunzi. Haya. Tuende kwa day number 8. So day number 8, no, not day 8, day 7. Day number 7. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So day number 7, ladies and gentlemen, are you able to see in this case here the opening stock, day number 7? How many? Are we receiving anything? Nothing. Demand, random number, 29. Giving me what demand? 18. So then how many do we sell here? 18. So in this case here, what is the closing? 1. So please look at your opening vis-a-vis what here somebody you are closing. You can see we were at 19, now we are at 1. So 19, 18, 17. There is a time we reached 14. So in this case here, we have to place an order here. Is that okay? So before that, any shortage? No. We are placing an order, yes. Isn't it? Then if you're placing an order, you're able to give me the random number for ordering. For placing an order, remember it's only 1 digit. 5. Let me see what my online guys are saying. And today on Anipeleka Mbio, 55 messages. So the 55 was ordered inaenda wapi? Tulileta hapa. Tulileta hapa 55. Tunaendelea kuuza. Why 5 jameni sielewi? All right. Maybe I should write all the random numbers. We bila kuchoka, hebu nisome hizo random numbers. 9 4 5 6 240 642 394 79 55 223 705. Ai, si zimetosha hizo? Hizo zitakuwa mingi sana hata. Sasa Quinta, angalia, hii kitu ni kitu rahisi, hata hakuna kitu hapa. Because you see when we began, ladies and gentlemen, what do we do here? When we began, we wanted random number for demand alone. And demand in this case here, ilikuwa inataka 2 digits, eh? So we picked what here, somebody? We picked 94. So this 94 here. Hakukuwa na kuplace order. Tukaenda kwa day number 2, kulikuwa na random number next, which is what here, somebody 50 for demand. But you see, day number 2, we are not again placing any order. Tukaenda kwa day number 3. Opening was that, tukakuwa na random number ya 24 for the demand. All right. But now remember, on day number 3, we are placing an order. And if we are placing an order, what do? We only pick 1, which is 1, which is 0, like that. That's why we're able to get this 0. We're able to get that lead time. Together with day number 4, we only needed, in this case here, random number for demand, because you're not placing an order there. So we picked, in this case after 0, we picked 64 because demand, we are picking 2 at a time. We went in this case to day number 5. Day number 5, we want random number for demand first, for demand. Kuna moja mliruka. 23. So 23, yes. And this day number 5, you can see no lead time. Day number 6, we want for demand. We pick this 94, 2 at a time. No placement of an order. Day number 7, we need 2 for demand, 18. Not 18. Ilikuwa ngapi? 71. 79. Yeah. And we are placing an order, remember. Yes. So in this case here, we pick what here? That's how we got the 5 there. But if you watch this video later on, I believe you'll be able to appreciate what we are doing. So then the lead time in this case here will be equal to who? The lead time will be equal to who? At 5. At 5, lead time, are you able to see at 5 we have 4? Wait, now I'm alone. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. Great. So then, ladies and gentlemen, we go right away to day number what here? Day number 8. So day number 8, what is the opening stock? Only 1, isn't it? Sorry, before we go there, remember we are going to receive these goods after how many days? 4 days. So in this case, it will be 7 plus what? Remember you have placed an order here on day number 7, isn't it? So it will be 7 plus, which gives me, there is nothing to put here a star on because 11 is beyond our simulation period. So in between hapa hakuna place order tena. Ai tumetoboa sasa. So unakuja hapa, unasema namna gani? Are we receiving anything? Nothing, isn't it? Next random number ni ngapi, somebody? We am alone, 52. Giving me what demand? 18. So how many do we sell? Only one. Are you able to see any closing? 0. So shortage? We disappoint 17, isn't it? Are we placing an order? Nowhere. None, isn't it? Don't place an order at all. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you go to day number what here, somebody? Day number 9. Are you able to tell me what the opening stock is? 0. All right. So in this case here, nothing there. Random number, of course, even if you have got 0 stocks, demand has to be there every day. Demand has to be there every day. So what is the digit there? 23. Giving me what demand? 14. In this case here, the next one, of course, I can't see. Next column. Quantity sold, nothing, isn't it? Closing stock, nothing, right? How many do we disappoint? 14. All of them, we disappoint all of them. When a customers wamekuja, sine kweli? Do we place an order? No. We go to the last day. So the last day, ladies and gentlemen, what do we have over here? The last day, what do we have over here? Do we have opening stock? 0 dash. Demand must always be there regardless. So what do we book here, somebody? 70, yeah? So 70, giving me what here demand? 18. Quantity sold? Closing stock? 0. Do we disappoint anybody? 18. Do you place an order? Nothing, isn't it? Like that. So then we are through with the 10 runs. So once you are through with the 10 runs, these guys today, their charts are 1 million, which is very good, meaning that they are following. So then what totals do we need to get? You must come and give us closing stock totals. 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 Closing stock totals. Already Marion has closing stock and 110. Mwalimu, closing stock is 110. Closing stock is 110. Thank you. 110. We also need a column of shortages added. 66, eh? We also need the column of what here, number of orders. How many orders do we have all through? The yeses are only 2, isn't it? Yeses are only 2. Yeses are only 2. All right. So in this question, have they given us the carrying cost or the holding cost? Total cost, total relevant cost. So I will take the closing stock times the overnight holding cost, which is 50. 50 plus the shortage. So I take the shortage units times the stock out cost per unit. 200. 200 is the stock out cost per unit plus the number of orders, which are how many? 2. Do we know the placement cost per order? 1,000. Ordering cost is 1,000. So then are you able to give us the total? 110 times 50 plus 66 times 200 plus 2 times 1,000. That will give us what figure? 2,700. And therefore, in this case here, the average cost will be 2,700. Anybody who suggests that Mwalimu, we should not have done the other question, we do this question, was a genius. That was a good student. That was a very good student, because now this one has given us very good exposure. Very good exposure. I thought holding cost is per day. It has never been, there is not a single day when holding cost has been on a daily basis. Holding cost is holding cost per unit. Yeah, even if there is a time period, it has to be per unit. Rudia kwa total cost. So you take, in this case here, the closing. You take the closing stock, you take that column you add. Closing stock times the carrying cost. Yeah, that is where your money is being tied up. Your money is tied up on the daily closing stock. So 110 times 50 plus, in this case here, 66, which is the shortage, times 200 plus the yeses are only 2. 2 times what here? 1,000. 20 what here? 700. Now I can see KO has raised their hand. Let me give him a chance to ask a question, which will be very good. KO. So KO, are you able to ask a question?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
The lead time of 2 days or 4 days, whichever lead
2
time
days,
we have.
yes.
How do we count? So the day I make the order, it's day 1, and I have a lead time of 2 days.
Yes. So you
When
receive on the 3rd day, 1 plus 2.
Okay.
You look at the day when you made the order. If you made the order, say, on day number 5, and lead time is 4 days, to know the day you'll receive your goods, you take the 5th day you ordered plus those 4 days plus the lead time.
So day 9 in this case.
Yes. You get this in day 9.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the question. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Great. So with your permission, it's not about perfectionism. Yeah, if you're looking for perfectionism, a paper like Advanced Financial Reporting, utarudia mara 6. Yeah, lakini ukishajua kwamba ni consolidation, and the consolidation, you take the parent figure, you add, in this case here, figures of the subsidy, make some adjustments, and then you move on. It's called just what here? Just JMO. It's called just move on. Because all the students who get a fail, ladies and gentlemen, especially on these very papers, are those students who are chasing for what here? For perfectionism, and then they take 1.5 hours to do one question. Mi wanaona nikinivigilate, nikiona amekaa huyu, naonanga huyu lazima nitamfunza next semester. Like yule mwana guza question 1 kidogo, anaguza hapa pale na pale, huyu anapi. And by the way, have you guys been able to watch my videos of AFR on the LMS? Anybody who has been able to watch those videos, like the cash flow? Yeah, the cash flow. Do you remember in this case here great. The cash flow, the indirect method, I gave you all of them. Wow, Farid, great. You must be having a crazy time. So like I gave you a very good shortcut for doing those AFR group cash flows. Do you remember that acronym? It is dial, God's number, for lunch, for food, or you rest in peace. Those are the kind of things I expect you guys to use to be able to survive. To be able to survive. There is another guy who told me, Mwalimu, this should not be God. You should dial your girlfriend's number. No. We don't want to go that way, because that one, yeah, great. Yo mulipita, Great. Thank you so much, Maggie. Great. Then with your permission, ladies and gentlemen, I should be able to go straight away to our mock question. Hii ni perishable goods. Hii ya pizza. Yes. Mnataka tuifanye? Unajua mimi nafanya zile ambao niliulizwa. Ile niliulizwa kwa ile group ya mock. Wewe hata ukisema Naomi yako huko, ndio wanafunzi wa approach kwanza. Otherwise, ile ambao wanafunzi wamejaribu wote, which will be very good for us to do, even if we don't finish it, ni swali ya maji moto ya past paper. Ilikuwa maji moto ama maji moto ya mock. Maji moto. Are we there on mock number 3 now? Mock number 3, are we there? Thank you so much, Cyprian. Relevant costing vichanganyikiwa, just copy the table the way it is. I bring down the screen a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I make it smaller. So are we in this question of Majimoto? We, ninyi mmefurahi sana. Mnataka tufanye swali ama tufanye class next? Fanye saizi, eh? Is there somebody who can share that question here? Is there somebody who is a ninja who can share the question on Zoom here? Yeah, somebody who can share this mock number 3 with us here. We download it here. Anybody who is able to share it with us here? Birechi, we have AFRA at 8. I would support Birechi here. We should not read like there is no tomorrow. There is a tomorrow, isn't it? There is a tomorrow. Tomorrow is exam day. So book number 3, you can see nobody is sharing here. Mock number 3, Shayla. Mock number 3, it's like there's nobody who has it. Thanks, Kiprop. Somebody has shared. Harriet is a very good student here. Ui, imepotea tena. Unfortunately, I can't download it very well. I think the very best thing will be tomorrow over lunch hour. Let's do this question tomorrow over lunch hour. Is that okay? Instead of doing LM tomorrow over lunch hour, we do this question tomorrow over lunch. It has been lovely hosting all of you. Great. And today you guys have been crazy nice. I've enjoyed all your chats. And today for the very first time, I would get 2 students. In this case, you're telling me, Mwalimu, unmute me. I want to speak. That was so kind of you. Have a lovely night. See you tomorrow. And please remember to sleep. A student told me that they are only sleeping. Actually, not told me, but I saw it somewhere. But now there are some people who are sleeping for 3 hours only. No, that's dangerous. You shall sleep for a minimum of how many hours? 6. 4 is too few. 6. For you to be sober, 6 hours. 6 hours. Great. At least you got something. Great. We shall overcome. Thank you so much. Last time of accessing LMS, of course, yes, Karen, and I promised to send this guy to connect all of you to LMS. I will be able to give you access. What will end up till 2? Pana. AFM tips, I'll come to AFM. I'll come to AFM. Today was an AMA class. We shall talk about AFM, AFRA tips. These I already have done in those videos. Excellent. 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 Thank you so much. Bye.